Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you some beginner profession crafts that you can do right away to start making gold with professions. So this is basically just the beginner's way, how beginners can step foot into making gold with professions. But before we get into it, if you would like to learn in more detail how to make gold in retail WoW, I recommend checking out my gold making guide. It is the first link down below in the description box. It is a guide for retail that I teach everything I know about making gold in the game, and it is constantly updated. And also, if you own a copy, you get all future updates completely for free sent straight to your email. But now let's get right into today's video. So beginner friendly profession markets to get into for anyone. So let's start this off. And one of the very best and super easy to get into that isn't even to do with Dragonflight would be crafted transmog. So by doing this, all you have to do is learn the other older expansions professions. Now this is mainly in leatherworking, tailoring and blacksmithing, and you want to learn all the recipes for all the items. And basically what you do is you craft one of every single profitable transmog crafted piece, and you simply put that up in the auction house. Now a good way to actually do this is by using TSM, and you can make groups with your TSM for the crafted items, and it will actually set it up so all you have to do is click one button, which is restock group, and this will restock the full group and it will bring up anything that is actually worth crafting for a profit. Now what I like to do when I'm doing that sort of crafting, like crafting transmogs, is what I like to do is use an operation like this. So let's go down to my transmog one. So I like to post one at a time, and these are the strings I like to use. And then now for when I'm actually crafting them, I like to craft anything that has a minimum profit of 1000 gold or more. So if it's not making more than 1000 gold, then I don't like to actually restock it. You put the restock to 1 to 1, meaning when you have 0, it wants you to restock, and it will only restock one at a time. Now this works the best with crafted transmog. You only want one up at a time and crafting one at a time. Now depending on the items that you're crafting, some are worth hundreds of thousands of gold, and they all sell pretty good because a lot of collectors like to buy up all the crafted stuff to add to their crafted collection for transmogs, and also people that just enjoy them as transmogs buy them up too, and obviously people that want to flip them, that think it's cheap and a good deal, they obviously buy them up too. So a lot of people do buy the crafted transmogs from the old expansions. But the main thing to do with that is basically going around collecting all the recipes in the game from the past professions. So the more recipes that you learn, the more things you can craft, the more gold you will make, because with crafted transmogs, it's all a numbers game. So you want to have like 1000 crafted items, transmog items up in the auction house at once to start seeing some really consistent good sales. But that is the first method, is crafted transmogs. Alright, so now moving on to the Dragonflight Professions, you're going to want two add-ons. You're going to want Craft Sim, so I'll just show you what that is. Craft Sim is this right here. So when you open it up, you have a completely different window. As you can see, it shows a whole heap of different information you can pick from it. And then obviously you also want TSM for the pricing and stuff. Now these two are really important, especially Craft Sim for doing Dragonflight crafting. And then with TSM you can have a group set up with operations to obviously sell all your things. Let's just get rid of these other groups and I'll show you the basic setup for the Dragonflight. Alright, so this right here, this has all the basic stuff. So it's just got the blue gear, it's got the PvP gear, the crimson and obsidian, basic profession tools, and then just everything just that is super basic, that basically you can craft without having to worry about ranks. So pretty much as soon as you start leveling up your profession, or even get your profession. Once you have the skill to actually craft these things, you can use this group. Now this group will be inside of my gold making guide. It's just a basic group for Dragonflight Professions, just to make the basic things that beginners can start with right away. But the first thing that I recommend any beginner gets into, that is just starting off with crafting and professions, would definitely be with tailoring and crafting the bags. Now this is a great way to just get started, just so you can get the feel of Dragonflight crafting and professions. And honestly, they sell extremely quick, like super quick. And on most realms, especially on high point realms, they sell really quick. But on most realms, they have a decent profit, anywhere from like 20 to like 100 gold, depending on your server and the realm that you're on. So as you can see, they're making 20 gold for that. Let's just go, what is the cheapest one? So it would be these right here. So it'd be these ones. Yeah, so you're making about 20 gold profit on the WOTLK, and then 25 roughly on the reagent bags. Now these things are great. What I like to do is craft like 50 of each, or something like that, and simply just post 20 up on the auction house at once. As soon as they sell, post more and post more. So what we'll actually do is we'll craft up some right now, and I'll just show you how quick these actually sell. It's pretty crazy. So we'll craft up a decent amount of them, or both of them, and we'll go throw them up in the auction house, and I'll show you how quick they sell. As you can see, they sell, and let's just see how quick they actually sell. Alright, so let's go ahead and just post 20 of them up right now. We'll do the wilder cloth bags, and then we'll post up 20 of the reagent bags. As you can see, they're already selling super quick. So this would be a great market. I'd recommend any beginner to get started with for sure. It's a great way to just feel out how to actually make gold with professions in Dragonflight. Alright, so the next market I would recommend getting into would be the profession tools. Now these sell really well, and for some of them can be a decent amount of profit. Now you get them on all the professions, or the main professions. You can craft all different tools on them. So for an example, you can craft this one right here, make 281 gold off the alchemist hat, 721 gold off this right here, off the apron. That one's negative 47 gold, 63 gold, 332 gold. So as you can see, they make profit and they sell really well. Now the best way to make these is with a TSM group, and then you want to have it set up so you can just restock the groups whenever they're profitable. If you want groups for this, just some basic ones, you can find them inside of the gold guide. However, you just want to restock this, select the group, and it'll bring up all the ones here that are profitable. We've pretty much made them all, so I don't think there would be any. I can check. Alright, let's restock it. There's a few, so we can make 2k if we finish off these. So these would have been ones that have sold recently, for all the different professions. But normally there would be like 6 in each of these, and I like to craft 5 at a time, and then as they sell, you can simply recraft more and keep on selling the ones that have sold. So that is the second market that I'd recommend getting into, would be the profession tools. Next market that I'd recommend for beginners to get into would be the crafted PvP gear. Now this stuff is selling extremely well because we're at the start of a season right now, and there is a new crafted PvP gear that goes up to 424 item level in PvP, and it's called the Obsidian gear, and this stuff is selling really good right now for some good prices. Alright, now to craft this stuff, it's with most professions, but what sells the best would be, well, the trinkets sell pretty good, and then it would be the armor. So with your leatherworking, tailoring, and blacksmithing, you can actually make this PvP gear. Now if we just go through it, we can look at some of the profits. So 80 gold, 41 gold, 4,789 gold profit on that one, 85 gold, 83 gold, 4,271. Now this is definitely realm dependent. Depending on what realm you're on will be the prices of these items. They obviously sell on the region wide, on the realm specific auction house, so they're not on region wide. So if you are on a low pop server, there's probably higher prices for this PvP gear, but less buyers. And then if you're on a high pop, the prices are probably a bit lower, but you'll get a lot more sales. So it's this gear right here. And now how you actually learn this, and how you can actually start crafting this. As a beginner, you just want to level up your profession up to 65, just max it out with the basic stuff, and then you can actually come and buy all of these recipes off the auction house. So this one will be a bit of investment that you'll have to do to actually get into this, but it's definitely worth it. So you'll head over to recipes. We've pretty much brought them all. However, this is how you would do it. You'd go to blacksmithing, then you'd filter usable only and uncollected only, and you'd search this and then go by item level, and they'll be right here. Let's just take the filter off, because we already have learnt them, and then you'd find them right here. Alright, so here they are right here. It's either Crimson, they're the ones that go up to 398. This was the season 1 stuff, and here are the plans for the seasons 2 stuff that I'm talking about right now. So they're not that expensive. Now there will be different prices on all different realms, but if you can pick them up for like under 10k each, you'll definitely make your money back super quick. You'll only have to sell a couple crafts of the crafted PvP gear, and you will have made that 10k back just like that. Now this is a great beginner market because you don't need to worry about getting your specializations for your profession all sorted out. You can simply start doing this right away. So what you would do is you would buy it, then you would simply learn it, and then it would be in your crafting where you can come out, use Craft Sim or TSM with some basic groups set up, and you can simply craft them. Now when you craft them, they obviously have a chance at getting different stats. So what I like to do when I'm crafting these is I like to craft 5 at a time. So let's just go over to TSM and let's restock one of the groups for these. So let's go do that. So for leatherworking here, as you can see, we craft 5 of each. Now we craft 5 of each of the same item, so we have a chance of getting the different stats. Some people only want like burst mastery or like haste and mastery together. So when you craft 5 at a time, and then you can sell them off with different stats, you'll have more of a chance of selling more of these more often. And then once they sell out of that stat, you can craft more and you can get that stat back up on the auction house, and that way you'll get the most sales. But you can see this will profit 78k once we craft all of these, which we're going to go ahead and do. On our tailoring, we need to craft these ones, and we also need to craft on leatherworking all these ones up. So they're the markets that I recommend. Now if you want to get the TSM operations and groups just for the basic setup for Dragonflight Professions, you can find that in my gold making guide. Plus in my gold making guide, it will teach you how to actually make gold with a whole heap of different ways in retail World of Warcraft, and it also will be updated constantly, and if you own a copy or future updates, you'll get for free after already owning the copy. So you won't have to buy this over and over again in the future, and it will never go out of date. But the link for that will be the first link in the description box if you want to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, comment down below what you're making gold with what profession. So let us know what you're having success with crafting right now. Would love to know. But anyways guys, till the next one, take care.